Cadets, we've located some bugs on Earth in Edgar suits. So that's what it is. How do you handle a bug in an Edgar suit? It's kind of like a bunch of Hicks. Kind of like a bunch of Hicks fighting with Archangel Michael. It is. It is. So that would basically be, and it is. I mean, my words do, they destroy things, because what it is, I mirror those. So I don't judge. I'm not any better. You got to keep in mind, Zed was the biggest alien in Men in Black. So it's just what it is. Just what it is. So if we've got some bugs in an Edgar suit, or I mean, wasn't Edgar kind of a hick? It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Chances are, we want to we want to get benefited from Boiler Room. We want to get benefited from Boiler Room to touch base with the crooked judge that gambled on star seeds and earth angels. It's just what it is. He did. He took a gamble. He took a gamble like a backroom poker in the rear. Poker in the rear. Liquor up front, poker in the rear. That's what they would be involved in. So it's just what it is. And we want to step outside of that, because let's face it, Zed just has a helper. It's just what it is. Zed has an outside helper. So, I don't know how y'all are going to fix it. I just don't. That's basically taking Dumbledore and He Who Should Not Be Named, the jerk from Slytherin's House of Healing. Let's see. The nutcase from Divergent. I don't like to say his name. Because that's not his real name. So I don't like to call people by names that aren't their real name. We really don't need names like Zed. Anyway. So it would seem at this point, MUFON. MUFON's a good idea. If you're not familiar with MUFON, they would be a good idea. Crime and paranormal. That's a good idea. Figuring out why tarot readers don't have divine protection. That would be a good idea. And, calling back my energy when they steal the intellectual property. That's a good idea. Bringing lessons or blessings. That's a good idea. And it is. It's the Good Life Kid. From the Twilight Zone. Basically wishing a bunch of Ethels into cartoon land. It would be wishing a bunch of Ethels and Edgar suits. Ethels and Edgar suits into cartoon land with anvils falling on them until they get their divine protection built up, their spiritual cleansing, things of that nature. And I want to give a shout out to Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for bringing up Chris Bledsoe. I know that most of these spiritual experiences seem to be something alien, and it is. I mean, anything outside the norm is generally considered like an alien experience. It's just what it is. However, confirmation. What do we got? 3:33 on the clock, 12:16. I started at 12:12. So yeah, 12:12 would be a significant number. Run your angel numbers. It's just what it is. I mean, if they don't know how to fix it, it's just what it is. They shouldn't have judges gambling with poker in the back and wicker in the rear. It's just what it is. Or wait a minute, I think I got that backwards. Let's change that up for drops of Jupiter. That's what it is, because we want to make sure that what I say stands when those people generally have no purpose on Earth. It's just what, I'm sorry, I mean, it's just what it is, because you ladies have to go look in the mirror and go, do I really have a purpose on Earth? That's what it is. And if you don't have a purpose on Earth, well, then you have your answer. It's just what it is. She said your words destroy. Sweetheart, a year ago, my last channel, I do believe readers' clickbait was, this Earth Angel has words like talons and teeth like claws that can dismantle tanks, and that's what we're going for. We're going for tank dismantling. I think tank dismantling is a whole lot better than your airplanes falling out of the sky, but That's what it is, 500 on the clock. However, yes, there would be a an alien invasion on your planet. That's just what it is. I mean, come on, we've got bugs in Edgar suits, and they're obvious. It's not like they're hiding. They're out running around. They're out running around aimlessly. Out running around aimlessly. What did I have? What did you send me? Let me see real quick. Thank you for your friend request, but I'm not considered with I'm not accepting any of those. I accept phone calls only. I have boundaries. And you have trust issues, or you would be able to come correct. Swear they don't come correct. They come with fake profiles. So, I mean, their fake profiles can't get past my boundaries, and that's called the Forest of the Impaled. It's called the Forest of the Impaled, an artistic design by Vlad the Impaler back during the Crusades, where he took a bunch of Chick-fil-A girls, put their heads on, just made a whole forest of it with thousands of them. That way, the enemy was so beaten and broken by the time they got to his ring cam that, they had to be truly brave warriors. They had to truly be brave warriors. And generally, only one of them was dumb enough to make it before they lost their head. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. However, we can't change the past. We can only overcome from it. So, I would say that our first mission on Earth is to identify the bugs in the Edgar suit. We would want to identify the bugs in the system in the Edgar suit. And it's just what it is. I mean, ask him, are you a bug in an Edgar suit? It's very, very simple. It's very simple. We can't all be the divinely connected Pisces versus the Pisces with a middleman between them and the source. That's a bug in an Edgar suit. It's just what it is. And their karma is absolutely playing out in real-time reality. I mean, think about that. That's a bug that picked a hick. Some backwoods redneck hick. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I'm currently I'm looking for the will of Smith County. I'm looking for the will for the strong will of Smith County with their corrupt judges playing poker in the front and licking them in the rear, liquor in the rear, liquor in there. Yeah, they keep the liquor in the back because it's a dry county. It's a dry county. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's what it is. However, I think having 5-star Jesus in the situation, that brings a degree of professionalism to the situation. And the less I exist, I mean, the more you do running around chasing bugs in Edgar suits, because I'm giving that up. I'm tired of chasing demons. This is just what it is. It's just what it is. And it's pretty simple to identify them through their birth chart. That's why you don't give people your birth chart, and I'm the first one that gives you mine. It's just what it is. I do everything they tell you not to do because I just really don't care. I really don't care. You can't stop the divine plan. Shit, I gotta feed cats. You guys ever seen Mr. King's Sleepwalkers? Yeah, you don't want to be a sleepwalker. You don't. It's people just walking around asleep all the time. So there's like the sheeple in the box at the end of 7. So we're going to put all the sheeple in the box because that's what they did. They tried to sacrifice the sheeple. They did. They tried to sacrifice the sheeple or the followers. They did. Followed them right into the box. Right into the box. And, there you've got John Doe, all Mr. Envy. Mr. Envy. With old Brad in a pit of despair. Oh, God, he put the sheeple in the box. Oh, God. And we do. We have Morgan God. God sending them to the morgue. Just what it is. Can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. However, I can't think of a better beginning. Confirmation. What do we got? 9:22 on the clock at 12:22. 9:22 at 12:22 and 21%. Yes, 21 breaks down into 21 pilots or a 3. That would be mind, body, and soul, Pisces. So it's what it is. Getting the mind, body, and the soul into alignment in their proper roles. I mean, we can't all be, Will Smith County or Smith County with a strong will. It's just what it is. And they're kind of looking like the slapping the rock. Yeah, it looks like they kind of went into the ring and slapped the rock We all know what the Rock does to somebody in the ring. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Having so much fun with this. So, and you know, Dolores Cannon, she was one of the QHHT practitioners. She was the pioneer. She was the pioneer of QHHT, and one of the most sought after and world renowned reporters with MUFON. So that's what it is. I'm sure they would, care about crime and paranormal, or maybe not. I don't know what people care about anymore. Just not concerned with it. Not really concerned with it. It's what it is. I hear that there's a lot of backlash with the Empress calling their energy back, calling that Earth Angel energy back. And it's kind of like yanking the rug out from under people in Bitcoin, isn't it? That's what it is. Energy is energy. It all kind of works the same way. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. However, being a dangerous person or someone with someone devoted to deception. Yes, that's someone devoted to deception. That would be the judge gambling on starseeds and their abilities. It would be. And you got to thank the men in black. You got to thank the men in black. It's just what it is, because that's what they do. They hunt bugs in Edgar suits. It's just part of the reality. Part of the reality that art imitates. So it's just what it is. And I mean, every reader on the planet is telling you that God will show you the things that you need to see, show you who you can trust. I'm not going to trust a bug inside of a hick. Somebody in overalls with a mean bug inside of them. It's just what it is. It's a mean bug streak. It's just a mean bug streak. That's what it is. I mean, usually there are the men in black. They have laws. And usually bugs in an Edgar suit, they attract the laws. They just sooner or later they get found out, and they just attract the laws like a magnet. That's what it is. However, I mean, I would most likely be open to exorcisms and things of that nature, because you don't want little girls ending up like Linda Blair. With a bug coming out of them. So it is. I mean, to me, that ends up looking like Kenneth Copeland. Like Kenneth Copeland. That's why I call y'all demons all the time. That's what it is. That's absolutely a Kenneth Copeland reference. No, they're not demons. Give me another jet. That's what it is. Do Kenneth Copeland's jets stay in the sky? Do they stay in the sky? That's a good question. It's just what it is. I don't know. I don't know where all this is going to go, and I really don't care. The universe will provide. It's just what it is. Universe always provides one way or another. It's generally up to someone's free will of the choices that they make, and most of the time people just make the wrong choice. It's obvious. Look around. That's what it is. And I mean, as things continue to crumble, and with it, it's always better to give than to receive. However, people don't generally just go out and give without receiving something in the end. And most people think, well, you got to give something, you have to receive monetary value. No. I'd much rather give for months and then receive a Men in Black box. And it's just what it is. First thing you have to do is get a judge gambling. And this is what it is. Karma Karen, she probably thought those chips that he was playing with were droogs. But it wasn't. The chips that they were playing with were bugs in an Edgar suit. And it's just what it is. I'm sure there's a lot of blackmail and shit going on the planet. It's what it is. It's what happens when you sell judges your children or whatever they do on Epstein's Treasure Island. I don't know anything about that. I never was invited. They know better than to invite someone like me. It's just what it is. However, that was pretty cool that, one of the readers this morning said all of the crows flying around Pisces' head had kind of dispersed. That's cool. I would assume that if you beat the crow, you become the crow. And we all know that he thought he was Jesus. And I don't think I'm Jesus. I have a 5-star Jesus. I don't have to be Jesus when I have a 5-star Jesus. I have a 5-star Jesus, so it's just what it is. It's just what it is. A lot of talk about immortality in the cards. That's nifty. Is that like the elixir of life? Is it? Is that like love's intent to help or heal, the elixir of life? Is that a Pisces getting back all the years that they lost due to the rules changing in the timeline? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Yeah, I hear they sacrificed the Earth Angel. Do they? Is that like Zed's dead? And Zed just pops back up in a suit. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. You know, I hear that when hitchhikers go across the galaxy, that they look for the ultimate answer to the universe, and it's always 42. It's always 42, which breaks down into a 6, and that would be humans. Imagine that. Imagine that, the answer to the universe. I mean, because you got to think, if you're the most powerful species in the planet, that's why they send alien souls, like bugs. Like, you know, I mean, a human suit on Earth, it can hold a bug, like an Edgar suit. It can hold a bug from God knows where, like a dark overlord. You remember Howard the Duck? Yeah, that's what it is. The dark overlords came in and kind of took over the scientists. That's what it is. It's just what it is. I used to always get it confused, though. I thought that was the guy from Howard the Duck. I thought that scientist was the guy from Harry and the Hendersons when I was a kid. I don't know why I thought him and John Lithgow were the same person. I don't know. For some reason, I just kind of thought they were the same person, but they weren't. They weren't. John Lithgow was the guy that saw the face on the plane in Twilight Zone. He did. And then he ended up in the ambulance with the shapeshifter. And there's a whole lot of energy in the cards about, you know, demon shapeshifters in the medical field. So it's because they do. They get off on slaughtering sheeple. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. You know, when you have bugs in Edgar suits driving the meat wagon, chances are something sinister is going on behind the scenes. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Anyway, that's 17 minutes of your life slowed down like Loki, kind of stopping time. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And I mean, we have a ton to learn. We have a ton to learn, a ton of new Earth to build. And it's just what it is. I mean, you take the old tools that weren't broke. If they weren't broke, you don't have to fix them. If they weren't broke, you don't have to fix them. It's the things that are breaking that have to be fixed. That shit's broken. You have to fix it. You just have to fix what's broken. If it can be repaired. Some of these things can't be repaired. They can't. They are so broken. They're so corrupted and corroded that it's just what it is. You have to throw them away. You have to throw them into the box at the end of 7. It's just what it is. Along with the sheeple that just aren't going to make it. They're just not going to make it. And that's fine. I mean, that's what they chose. That's what their souls chose, to be in the box at the end of 7. They just did. Ask them. Are you in the box at the end of 7? Well, yeah, I can't think outside the box. Okay, well, cool. You're in the box at the end of 7. It's just what it is. With old John Doe and Morgan God, we got to get off that shit. We got to get that timeline out of here. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. The age of aliens and starseeds, and it's just what it is, because, let's face it, an angel, that shit's an alien, any way you look at it. It's just what it is. However, it's someone with a soul that refuses to sell their soul to the devil so that he gets replaced with a bug. Because, I mean, nobody likes a bug in an Edgar suit. It's just what it is. Some hick in overalls running around like, rah! That's what it is. So behind the scenes, they have a way about them that people are cloaked to. They're I need sugar. They just want some sugar. That's what it is. I need that sugar energy. They do. Ask them. Go ask Edgar. And he'll tell you, yes, give me that sugar. It has the white death vibration to it. So in shamanism, that's what sugar is known as, the white death. So 20 minutes of your life. We'll stop there. Namaste.